Good evening everyone. Today we are here with the Chamford Hindu Society and we are about to discuss the Durga Puja, upcoming Durga Puja and the temple. So let me give the opportunity to introduce them. First I'll introduce all the members over here as we see, the panel members. And among the panel members over here I have the trustee members as well as the committee members of the Chamford Hindu Society. So I start with Mrs. Smita Rajesh, who
Namaskar.
is the trustee as well as the chair of the Chamford Hindu Society. Next to her we have Professor Sonu Desai, who is also one of the committee member. I myself, Rita Avaru, who is also one of the committee member. To the other side we have Dr. Debrota Roy and Chaudhary. And we also have Mrs. Kalpana.
Namaste.
And now we start with the discussion. So Mrs. Smita Rajesh, please introduce yourself and tell us about yourself.
Thank you so much, Rita. I am Smita Rajesh. I am chair and trustee of Chamford Hindu Society. Chamford Hindu Society has been there since 2016, and we have been celebrating Durga Puja since 2018. The first Durga Puja we celebrated, and Durga Puja is very special for us because every Durga Puja something special, something magical happens. So it is very close to our heart, and Chelmsford is buzzing when we have Ma arriving in Essex. So yes, we are very excited, and this year we are celebrating Durga Puja tomorrow, that is the 20th, Friday, and day after tomorrow, that is 21st, the Saturday. There is a reason behind it and we will be talking about it.
That's really good to know. Now we move to Professor Sonu. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Professor Sona Desai. I'm one of the committee members of the Chamford Hindu Society. I assist Mrs. Smita Rajesh in her planning and activities of the Chamford Hindu Society. We organize events, we create lots of awareness about the Hindu Dharam, Sanatan Dharam, and the Chamford Hindu Society, which is actually actively involved in the establishments of the first temple in Chelmsford. So we do a lot of work. हम लोग भगवान के सिपाही हैं, माता के सिपाही हैं, और हम लोग उनके लिए बहुत सारा काम करते हैं. Thank you.
I myself, my name is Rita Avaru. I have been associated with Chamford Hindu Society since 2 years now. I worked as a volunteer and now I work as a committee member. I take part in organizing the cultural activities during all the pujas and the functions organized in the temple. Now we move to Dr. Debrota Roy.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, I'm Dr. Debrota Chaudhary, and since I moved in Chelmsford, I joined with the Chelmsford Hindu Society to supporting obviously the community and to integrate the Bengali and Indian culture to the Chelmsford. And also I'm working for fundraising and supporting many other activities, culture and food and other things. So obviously we'll discuss in later on about the puja and plus other things. So thank you very much, and thanks to Aurora to invite me. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we move to Mrs. Kalpana Singh. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Kalpana and I'm one of the trustee members in Chamford Hindu Society. I look after all the pandal decorations, everything from planning to execution. We also, I am so proud that we got an opportunity to dream the way we want, like to design a pandal every year. And this year, our pandal is going to be red themed. So we are so looking forward and excited to invite everybody over to Chelmsford and visit the extreme beautiful Durga Puja. Thank you.
That's really good to know. Now, Smita ji, if I ask you what is the purpose of setting up the temple and when you started, please give us a brief introduction.
Sure. it is a dream of all the people living in Chelmsford and the surrounding areas. There is no temple in the 20 miles radius of Chelmsford. So Hindus in that area are deprived of having a place of worship or even a community center. And that is the reason why Chelmsford Hindu Society was established. We have registered it as a charity as well. The main focus of the society is to have a temple and a community center in Chelmsford, because Chelmsford is the most local, the first city in Essex as well. We started working for temple, that we have been working very hard to get something. We have been connecting the communities around in Essex, around Chelmsford, whether it's Bengali, whether it's Marathi or Gujarati or South Indians or people belonging to different countries like Bangladesh or Nepal or any other, all these international people who are coming together in Chelmsford and surrounding areas. We all want a temple, and recently we have found a place. We have put an offer in one of the buildings which is very, very relevant to what we are looking for. And this year Durga Ma has blessed us, and now we are raising funds for that temple. So I would request everyone, all the viewers, to please support us in this journey, auspicious journey that we are on. And one day we will be there soon. Maybe Diwali we will be celebrating in temple.
That's really a good news, Smita ji. We should definitely cheer everyone up over here and request everyone in the society to please come forward. This is for us, this is for our community, this is for our children, this is for our generations to come. Do you all agree to that?
Of course we do.
Of course we do.
That's nice. Kalpana ji, would you like to brief us about the preparation and engaging yourself about when we organize all these pujas, functions, how do you manage all that?
So basically, when there is a event, it doesn't happen in one day. It's lots of preparation, lots of effort and teamwork involved in it, physical and mental. So we do have to, plan, and then we have to visualize our plan, that when we execute it, what best we can give it to the community. So it looks just the way it should. The way we have planned, it should be like that. So, for instance, we recently did Ganpati Puja, we did Krishna Janmashtami. So we try to cooperate the theme of that with the colors or with the flowers. Like I earlier mentioned, in excitement, I have disclosed that we are going to be doing red pandal this year. So,
Nice.
so yeah,
Red
that
is
was
the favorite color of Durga Ma, right?
Red is the favorite color of Durga Ma, and every year we try to give a newness to the pandal, because I think that is the most important. When people come into the temple, they visualize Ma, and they visualize in the most beautiful roop of Durga Ma. And that's what we try to enhance with our decorations, with our preparations. And honestly, we feel so blessed to be part of it. And whosoever joins it in the preparation or in the journey, they too are like chosen ones. I always say we are the chosen ones, and whosoever is in the journey, we all are chosen ones.
Definitely.
So I request everybody to come forward and do something for their community, do something for our mandir, and bless yourself with Ma's blessings. Thank you.
That's very correctly said. Now, shall I request Dr. Devrata Roy Chri to please brief us about the Durga Puja every year?
Yes, thank you. Obviously, for Hindus, I think this is one of the biggest festival, and I think Chamford community and Chamford people are so lucky to have this festival in last few years. Obviously, thanks to community and also the Smita ji is actually leading last few years. I think that is the one of the good job that she is, or as a community we are doing for the Hindu Samaj in Chelmsford. And this puja, obviously, as we already mentioned, like in this 5 days normal celebration, but this year, especially this year, we are doing only 1 day. I think Smitaji will be adding these things why we are doing 1 day. We will talk about. However, we really want to see that this puja is actually making happiness for everybody. Is any level of the people in the society. There's no matter whether poor, rich, or middle classes. Everybody is celebrating. Everybody is making mass blessing, so they can be happy. And this year, as we said, like in 1 day. So I think the behind the 1 day is reason behind that. We are planning to collecting money for temple, as we discussed actually. Today plan is actually for Durga Puja's celebration and how we celebrate this puja in Chelmsford. And across the UK there is a thousand of Durga Puja, Durga Mandap will be celebrated in these 5 days. But we are a little bit different because we need to save some money for temple, therefore we are doing 1 day. So I think Chair will talk in this thing later on. Thank you.
Definitely. We all agree to that. There is a lot of efforts, team planning going on to reserve a place for the temple. Lots of efforts going behind the efforts, and the people over here, they are professionals. They are still taking out time. Request everyone to please come forward and work for the community in building up the first temple in Chelmsford. So let's go to Smitaji again. Smitaji, I have heard that you have been doing lots of efforts over the years. Now when you see your dream coming true, how do you feel about it?
Thank you. It's not just my dream. It is the dream of
Hindu
the
society.
entire community, the Hindu community. Because the Hindu community has been trying to have a community center or a temple for years, more than 40 years. There has been various attempts, but somehow things haven't worked out. We feel blessed that we have come this far. We are actually running a temporary weekend temple, and that temple where we put the Bhagwan on the on the table, and then we pray to Bhagwan every weekend. We do that without fail. We celebrate all the festivals. Right now we are doing Durga Puja. After that there is Karwa Chauth, and then there is Diwali and Annakut. So we celebrate every festival that we can do throughout the year. But on top of that, we also help the community. So when it was COVID, we ran various online Bollywood dance classes to keep fit and to actually engage and not be lonely. So we were helping community that way. We were also running meditation classes. We were doing yoga classes. So we were going out to help the elderly community who needed their shopping to be done and they couldn't go out. So we were going out to help them do their shopping and put it outside their doors so that they can collect their shopping. So we were doing that as well. We help the students as well in the local area. We have many students because we have Anglia Ruskin University. So many students who couldn't go back to their countries, whether they were Bangladeshi, Indian or Nepalese students, they couldn't go back to the country because flights were stopped. So we were helping them not only by providing food but also by giving them financial help. So we are engaging with community to the best of our abilities. If there is any other way that we could engage, we would be happy to get the viewers' suggestions as well. But this is the time when the community needs to come together and help us get this temple and the community center. And that is the reason why, to save money, and that money will go towards this temple because the offer has been accepted and the lender is ready, the searches are done. So we are just waiting to raise 120,000 pounds. Once we have raised this small amount, which is nothing if we all came together, once we have raised this, then we would be able to exchange. The property costs 600,000 pounds. So we would really appreciate everyone living in Chelmsford and the surrounding area would really appreciate all your help and support if you could help us raise 120,000 pounds in next few weeks. Please help, donate during Durga Puja. Ma will bless you.
And also just adding, obviously, for society, like every puja we spend more than 10,000 to 15,000 pound, and if we have a temple, actually this will be permanent, so then cost will be reduced and we can actually spend more things for the society rather than to spend for renting hall and spending this money for nothing. So as the chair already mentioned, that please if you can kindly or generously donate as much as you can. There is no set price or set thing for donating. It's up to you, whatever you can afford. I think that will be actually good for the society, good for the Samaj, and good for the Chelmsford as well.
That's really a very great effort being done over here by the Chelmsford Hindu Society team. And once again, I'll definitely request all the viewers, all the people over there, please come forward. This is our community. The temple is for us. Great effort is being done. We just need your help and support.
Rita, I would like to add one
Sure.
thing. Sorry about that.
Yes,
I would
Kalpana
like
ji.
to add one thing. I think it's important. Somebody mentioned about the Bumi Dan, and that is, I think, one of the biggest dans. If we see in the human life, what we want to is that donate as much as possible, and having the mandir, we are coming together. We are just one step away from the day we're going to be having a mandir in the Chelmsford. So we request our community to do a Bhumi Dan to the mandir. The minimum you can do is at least 1 square meter of your, the space you need in the mandir, basically. So if you want to know more about Bhumi Dan, please contact one of us, one of the trustees of Chelmsford Hindu Society. They will explain you more about it and feel privileged to be part of this Dan and this journey. And we will really request everyone to come together and make this happen. Thank you so much.
And now I would like to go to Mr. Sonu. Can you please explain us about the Durga Puja this year, which is going to held at the Chelmsford Hindu Society?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Rita ji. मैं खुद को दुर्गा माता का भक्त समझता हूँ, लेकिन काफ़ी सालों तक मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि दुर्गा पूजा क्यों करते हैं. Why do we celebrate दुर्गा पूजा? Why do we have नवरात्रि? इतना तो पता था कि भैया नवरात्रि है, कुछ तो होता है, गरबा करके हम लोग जाते हैं, डांडिया खेलते हैं, फिर पूजा होती है. That was the extent of my knowledge. लेकिन जैसे जैसे वक्त बीता चला गया, तब मुझे पता चला कि, और जैसे मैं मंत्र भी पढ़ता गया, जो हमारे पेरेंट्स से, ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स से उन्होंने सिखाए थे, उनका अर्थ मैं समझने का कोशिश किया मैंने. Then I realized that in this world we often celebrate masculinity on a huge basis. I mean, there's achievements and there's lots of things that men have done. But what about the women in our lives? हमारी माताएं, हमारी बहनें, इन्होंने क्या क्या नहीं किया है हमारे लिए. तो उनका सेलिब्रेशन कब होगा? When do we celebrate the femininity, right? तो जब मैं मंत्र पढ़ने का मैंने सीखा, मंत्र पढ़ना सीखा, तो एक था दुर्गा स्तोत्र, दूसरा मंत्र था, मंत्र नहीं है, श्लोक है, टेक इट एज यू विल, दुर्गा कवच, फिर अर्गला स्तोत्रम, फिर कीलक स्तोत्रम भी है, और एक कुंजिका स्तोत्रम नाम का है. ये दुर्गा सप्तशती के पोथी में है, लेकिन मेरे पास अब्रिज्ड वर्जन था जो मैं रोज़ पढ़ता हूँ. लेकिन मैं पढ़ता था, मुझे पता नहीं था कि क्या है क्या नहीं. सो बेसिकली क्या होता है कि दुर्गा माता, जो दुर्गा कवच है, शी इज़ दी तामसी, शी इज़ दी प्रोटेक्टर. ठीक है, तो वो दुर्गा कवच देती है हम लोग को, इसलिए तामसी बिहेवियर जो है हम लोग पहले 3 दिन नवरात्रि के सेलिब्रेट करते हैं. second third, what do you call it, let's say the 2/3 जो है वो अपना वो अर्गला स्तोत्र होता है. अर्गला स्तोत्र मतलब लक्ष्मी पूजन. जो हमारा लक्ष्मी है, हमारी लक्ष्मी माता है, उनका हम पूजन करते हैं, उनको याद करते हैं. थर्ड जो है वो कीलक स्तोत्र, यहाँ पे माता सरस्वती का ध्यान होता है. तो ऐसे 3 मंत्र जो होते हैं, तो 3 मतलब 3 जो हमारे नवरात्रि के 3 जो सेक्शंस हैं वो ऐसे डिवाइड किए गए हैं, तामसी, राजसी और सात्विक. तो ऐसे वो 3 नवरात्रि के कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं. इसलिए हम लोग लास्ट में दुर्गा पूजा करते हैं. हम लोग हाथ जोड़ के बोलते हैं, माता हम तुम्हारे भक्त हैं, हम तुम्हारे बच्चे हैं, हमें हमारी जो भी मनोकामनाएं वो पूर्ण कीजिए, और हमसे कोई भूल पाप हो गया हो तो हमें माफ़ कर दीजिए. ऐसे इसका कंसेप्ट है इन ब्रीफ. सो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर ट्राइंग टू सेलिब्रेट इट, not just for the sake of a celebration, but celebration of femininity and making sure that we are doing good deeds in these pujas so that we receive those good deeds.
That is a very good point, Sonuji, because Durga Puja is yes, we pray to goddess, but it's also celebration of femininity and mother goddess. And if I am to explain this to the English audience, then I usually explain it like harvest festival, because it is a mix of all that, and that is why we celebrate motherhood as well.
Yes, absolutely.
And the multitasking women that we see, the modern women who is multitasking, doing so many things, running around, looking after children, following their careers, and doing various other things, participating in community, social, and also helping their relatives and those kind of things. So it is the celebration of womanhood, femininity, you call it, and very well put. Thank you.
That's good. That's really nice. Now, shall I go ahead to Mr. Devrata Roy Chri again? And can you help us elaborate, how do you celebrate when you were in your childhood days or when you were young? Was it different what we do today?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that is one of the probably tracking point in the UK. But we are, as I mentioned earlier, we are so lucky, and nowadays so many Durga Puja in even London. Obviously, in this London area, we have I think more than 50s. But in I think Chelmsford also very much lucky that we have a couple of other Durga Puja. So that I think we welcome everybody to celebrate this Durga Puja. As you just asked me, what is the difference, or what is actually in my childhood and the current environment in the UK? Of course, there is a differences, because here we have less relatives. But I think that is the making us a more connectivity between the others communities, like especially no matter who is coming from which religious. I think this puja is actually connecting everyone, because the celebration of Ma as a mother is, I think, is without any doubt, and everybody call mother for any religious. So we are actually praying to mothers as a Durga. And in Bangladesh, obviously, when I was a child, and that was a totally different, because we celebrate with like an uncle, auntie, sister, brother, cousin, and so many people, and also the village where I used to live, obviously. And I think that is something different. Obviously, I'm sure all of we can share with that joyfulness of our childhood, that we are waiting for whole year to see this puja, because we are expecting the elder people or our relative will give us a gift. So I think that is one of the childhood hobby that we are expecting, that people will give a gift. Then we'll eat a lot of prasadam, like in a sweet, and various of playing game and dancing and all sort of thing. So I think the same sort of thing we are doing here. Of course, and if we can, I'm involved also the London pujas, which is actually called United Hindu Cultural Association. So if you compare those pujas, I think a similar thing we are doing here, as we already mentioned, Kalpana ji, that in the puja we are doing children dance, adult music, drama. We try to engage the various activities which can make the harmony and making the everybody's involvement. So the puja is actually, whether it's Bangladesh or whether it's childhood or now, I think again we are giving to our new generation the what generation can see in this particular UK-based children who are actually not knowing anything in the village life or not knowing anything is a culture of Indian or Bangladesh or Nepal, whatever is a Hinduism or Hindu culture. I think that puja is, especially this Durga Puja, is connecting those things for the new generation. And myself, especially from, if we look at my childhood and now, I think I don't see very much difference, because we are same thing doing for here as well. So absolutely we are enjoying, and I hope and everybody enjoying in same way. So thank you very much. Yeah.
That's correctly said by him, that it's all about connecting with Ma, connecting with community, bringing everyone together, be it family, friends, or somebody who we don't know. There are many people whom we meet new. So linking to this, I would like to go to Smita ji and ask, like, there are many people from different communities who come along, right? Do you agree to that?
Yes, definitely. So we have the local community, which is not just made up of Hindus.
Correct.
There are Christian English people who are majority at large in Chelmsford and the surrounding areas. They are fully aware of the society's existence and the Durga Puja that we celebrate. So we have a large number of that community coming in. So we are connecting, and this is what Durga Puja is about. This is what is Ma's blessing is, because we are connecting not only within the Hindu community but outside as well. They come in and they see this amazing pandal and they are in awe, just like we are.
Full of colors.
Full of colors. Ma's aura is something amazing. And I want to tell you a story. I had, when we first put the pandal, we had a couple coming in who were struggling to have a child of their own. And they first came to this pandal, and we didn't know, we knew them, but we didn't know what their struggle was. Next year when they came again, and they brought lots of fruits and lots of sweets and so many things.
And a baby.
Yes, and a baby along with them.
That's really
And they told us that it was because of Ma's blessings. They had asked Ma to give them this child, and it was wish fulfillment for them. And this is what is important. I think, irrespective of which religion, which caste, what community we belong to, it's about this belief, the faith that we have in Mother. Ma Durga is there to bless us all.
Yes, when we call Ma.
Correct, we all agree to it. And on this note, I would like to say to the community once again, let's come together, let's get together and do the best in the efforts for the temple that we are going to put up on the, that we are going to build in the Chelmsford, and it is for us, for our society, and for our children. So it's all together from us. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaskar.
We have a